What's up, boys? So recently I went a bit Pokemon crazy and went shopping and made some realizations that I want to share with you today for your video game collection if you want to get some of the Pokemon games before it's too late. So as some of you may know, I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and even though the last few generations have not really been to my liking, I'm still a huge fan, and as a collector, I want these games in my collection. They're a huge part of my childhood, and I just like to keep the flow going. So recently I went out and I tried to get the complete versions of Pokemon Sword and Shield because I've been in the Pokemon mood and I wanted to play the expansions. I originally got Shield for the Switch, played it, was a bit disappointed, but I've heard very good reviews of the expansions. And a year ago they released these complete versions where the base game and the expansions are on the card. You don't have to download anything. And as somebody who does not support digital downloads, I wanted to get these, but really they were 90 euros. And at that point, nobody bought them. Nobody wanted them because it was actually cheaper to get the base game and the DLC separately. So nobody went for these. And I can totally understand why. Most people don't really care. But I like to have everything on the card and wanted to finally, after a year, support these. And I have to admit, FOMO set in a little bit. I could relatively easily order Pokemon Shield in the complete edition. However, Sword was sold out everywhere. And I went to all kinds of stores and asked, like, are you getting any new in? Can I order anything else? And they just said no, they are done. They are not releasing these anymore. So they had a print run of about a year and they're shutting that down. So just a heads up, they're not making these anymore. If you want them, get them now. And because, like, nobody bought them. And I assume once the servers shut down, these will be the very popular versions of the game. And going by Nintendo's track record, these servers will come down sooner than later. And people will be going for these complete editions. Pokemon has a very long shelf life. People are still replaying the old games. They are still connected. You can trade from the old Game Boy Advance games into the new games. It's all possible. So having these old games is very popular with Pokemon collectors and players. So I assume at one point the servers will go down and these versions will shoot up in price. Like I said, nobody cared. It was cheaper to get the DLC and base game separately. However, I was in the store and they're really phasing out the 3DS games. And you can still get Pokemon UltraSun and UltraMoon brand new for almost full price. I paid 35 for these. Right now they were a little bit discounted. But I said before they go away completely, I wanted to have these and just keep them sealed. I want to have these in my collection. I like to have nice copies. They're not perfect. They are not like investable grade. Like you can't grade them. You see, they have a huge sticker there that cannot be removed without leaving a big layer of glue. But these are just for my personal collection. The the Nintendo 3DS generation is very special to me personally. The first time I had any money to buy the games myself and not having to think about it too much. And even though I'm not a huge fan of the Generation 7 Sun and Moon games, I still got my UltraMoon in the fan edition, but now I have these standalone standard copies that I will just keep in a better condition and having my actual play copy over here. So that's it for this video. So get UltraSun and UltraMoon while you can if you're interested in getting these brand new from the shelf. And if you're a Nintendo Switch collector, I think these are pretty hot. these will be some of the most sought after games you can get by gamers, not collectors, but by the gamers themselves, because they didn't make a lot, they didn't sell very well, and they're phasing them out after only a year. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked my little Pokemon buying tips, and I hope I see you again in the next video. See you then.